3 bans and 1 deny pick, which is essentially like 4 bans, right? So there's a lot to think about on that pick.
Yay. Let's go.
What, bro?
That was such good analysis.
There's the Marcy.
Alright,
Just as I bring her up.
Very good. Mossy. So fun.
So fun.
Yeah. I'm surprised they wouldn't pick more like, I mean, I like Mossy, but you're playing into an IO. Usually people pick more like AoE control or like damage to sort of abuse the fact that they'll be close to each other.
5 seconds remaining.
Mossy's fine though. Broken hero.
Broken hero.
Yeah.
After all these weeks, still gonna say broken hero.
I mean, unfortunately, it will get nerfed, and then I think it's going to be unplayable. Because this hero has a very simple toolkit. And once that toolkit doesn't work anymore, the hero will have nothing. But I think everyone just complains enough about it that it'll just get nerfed.
For real.
Alright.
This is the slowest drop of all time.
Come on, Navi, quickly. Nature's Prophet. Oh, interesting. Nature's Prophet over there.
Yeah, tell me a little about Nature's Prophet.
I will.
Tell me a story about Nature's Prophet.
Oh, so one time this man walked into the forest and he got lost and he ended up being consumed by the forest, living off the land, becoming one with nature.
Is that actual lore?
And out came Nature's Prophet.
Oh my god.
That's how Nature's Prophet was born?
Yes.
Into the world of Dota 2. Wow, I did not know that. Go read the in-game lore. I'm sure that'll align.
Great Timber pick. Great Timber
Oh,
pick.
Timber against 3 strength heroes and a zoo hero? I don't know if I believe in that.
I don't know. That sounds a little bit sus.
Yeah, I mean, Collapse is just going to
Solo win this
solo
game.
win this
Yeah,
game.
for sure.
Like, it doesn't even matter what anyone else on Spirit do this game. He's just gonna walk down and go 37 and 1.
Yeah.
He'll die once because he accidentally ran into the fountain. His mouse got unplugged.
Yeah.
The battery died.
10 seconds remaining.
What can you do? It happens to all of us.
Yeah, it's definitely happened to me.
I actually have no idea how Navi meant. They don't have any magic burst. Like for Timber.
They banned Clockwork for their Timber, so they need a mid. I think they just have to pick a mid. Is there any Bat Riders?
No, they already banned it. Navi banned it themselves.
Leshrac? Any Leshracks?
Leshracs?
Any Leshrac
They get
fans?
2 bans to protect it.
Well, will they do it though?
Clock?
I think this could be a decent Lesh game. Not really good for Zeus, definitely good for Doom and 100. Oh, it's a Shadow Fiend game, of course.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. You just gotta bust out the Shadow Fiend at this point. What else can you possibly do?
That's true. The only way to kill a Timbersaur is with the Yule's Requiem combo.
Otherwise, they could pick Lesh, and that might be. They have decent stun. You can get Orchid on NP. They just need their last pick to be damage for Timber, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's literally it. But even then, like, they're kind of lacking in stun department. Like, they need to get a tiny, like, Avalanche toss into Dorn ult, follow up into, like, whatever this last hero is going to be. And this is, you know, with the fact that Timber will probably just buy a hood or whatever. What in the hell? Yo, it's that it's that underrated hero you talked about.
Yeah, you talked about it at the start of Stream Fear, and here it is.
Okay, yeah, so hear me out. If this bounty...
It wasn't underrated, it's like, what hero is...
Forgotten.
Oh, you're right, man.
Yeah,
I had no problem with its rating right now.
Belongs there for a reason, apparently.
Okay, but he does provide, like, consistent magic damage if he goes the Ags build. And
on a single target damage.
Yeah, it's single. Well, it's not single target technically because you track a bunch of heroes and then you have Ags and you're just throwing shurikens and it's hitting everywhere. Jesus Christ, what game am I witnessing right now?
Actually, what time frame are we in Dota right now?
This is such a free game for Spirit that they're gonna lose somehow. Like, that's just how it goes. Like, I'm gonna say this is an absolute outdraft, impossible to win, and therefore they're gonna lose.
Oh, Okay, that's
Impossible.
very decisive of you. Well, let's bring in casters Aries and Trent for our final game here. Aries, I feel like you look like you have something you wanna share.
Just remembering what happened at the start of the battle. I don't know if you guys are unhinged.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is...
Can you reenact it for us?
I don't know. What
No. I'm not going to do nothing like that. You guys are
Don't know what you're
dropping the slurs are all coming out. You're going crazy for the
Whoa,
last
those are
day.
slurs. What the hell?
Hang on. Whoa,
That's a
no one
hefty
dropped some
accusation.
F-bombs?
What the hell?
Sorry, let's rewind the clip. Sorry, dude, what is this? What a crazy last draft we got. We got a Naga.
Yeah.
There's a bounty hunter in this game.
Yeah.
We're getting crazy with it.
Trent, which craziness do you like a little bit more?
I'm kind of in the same vein of just like, this looks so ridiculous, it's clearly going to work for Navi. V2 and Prophet looking pretty strong. They have the potential, right? They can snowball this game. They went for the ultimate snowball hero on the Bounty Hunter. However, I will say Naga is probably the last hero I'd ever want to see as a Bounty Hunter player, so that's a bit of a problem.
Well, Fia, I know you always have some last words, so please. For
Okay,
the last time
so
this tour.
I think what happened here is Navi can see into the future,
Yeah.
and they think getting third place is going to give them a potential better matchup seeding-wise
Oh, at the major.
at the major. So
You're
right now,
so smart.
they're just playing for fun.
Yeah, they're like, we need to make the last game of Eastern Europe Tour 3 very entertaining. So let's jump on in.
Thank you very much, Nat, in the panel. I couldn't have said it better, Trent. It's the Giga Brain play. You're looking for the third place. You're looking for a seeding, and what better way to do it with a draft like this?
Yeah, you know, I had to check the stats. I had to run the numbers here for old
What
Bounty
do the
Hunter.
numbers say?
There are actually 5 still uncontested heroes across the DPC right now. But Bounty Hunter, he's been banned once. The team that banned him won. He's been picked once. The team that picked him lost. So maybe
who
stay
picked
away
him?
from picking the hero. I didn't get that far in my research. There's a game to watch, sir.
Oh no.
Okay, it was oh no, never mind. We won't go there. It was a rough game. It doesn't look good.
No, I want to know who played it though. It's okay.
Oh, it was played in the greatest region, NA Division 2.
Ah, yes.
And it was a loss for 5-man Midas. They also tried it in the off lane, and he got a solar crest at 18 minutes, so not a great start to the game. He was
Well, that is-
support, to be clear. So, you know, that kind of makes up for it.
I just want to mention real quick as well. As soon as we got in the pause collapse and solo, they instantly both did the same voice line. And they did it again afterwards and like, all right, that deserves a tip. So I like that they're on the same page.
It's an important one to have, right? You know there's going to be pauses. You got to have that ready, locked on to go. And, well, Sweden Strong, also important voice lines. Meditative beeps. You know, it's a hero that people love to grind to get such exclusive and beautiful lines as,
Yeah,
as
sorry.
that.
Oh god, he's really wanting to get us under Toronto, Tokyo.
Listen, buddy,
mean,
this guy, Yadaro hasn't played Dota in about, like, you know, well, whenever his last pub was before that last game, because that wasn't Dota that he was just doing. He's really looking forward to his first game of the day here.
Okay.
That is. Somebody tip this man.
Really, honestly intrigued. I know, of course, reigning TI champions, TSpirit, they're an incredible team, but last game was a beatdown. There's no real other way to put it. I'm really intrigued overall how this team is able to clean the slate. I think it's a very important thing at majors and LAN tournaments when you're going for extended periods, but for Spirit, you had 15 minutes. And this series, it's like, yes, both these teams are qualified to the major, but Team Spirit, it's really important for them to secure some extra points as well, because they are almost guaranteed a spot at TI.
Yeah, points are very good to have right now. You want to win those. You know, we got lots of simulations happening. You never know what other regions are going to do. The only people you can control are yourselves. So, win as many games as you can, and that's really all you can do. You know, you're not going to influence these other matches, but get the W's here. And yeah, they're loving this mid, huh?
Yeah, oh my lord, I really hope that's no one's sticker. I really hope that's no one's sticker that he placed down. Just a mental warfare. Oh god.
It is beautiful.
Oh, just look at him. Just to soak it in Ramsey's face over. They just got demolished in that last game. But all things being said, I really like Spirit's draft. You mentioned the fact about the Naga versus the Bounty Hunter, that this is a hero you really don't want to play into. I think this is one of the freest Timber games you could ever get. I think Collapse is going to be loving life here.
Yeah, all arrows are sort of pointing in their direction. As long as things go relatively stable in the laning stage and the phase directly after, where we start seeing like rotations towards towers, particularly by no one on the Tiny, like and V2 and like TPing, and that's the real concern you have, right? Is that doesn't really matter how much better your draft is if you just get outnumbered in every single engagement, and that is a possibility that could happen here between all of the global mobility as well as the potential for chase here from Navi. So you're looking for that big sustain. You want to stay on the map as much as possible as all of these heroes, because you have to slow down this Naga Siren and Timbersaw for TeamSpirit, because they're just going to be farming like crazy. And also, Miposhka had the best support Doom performance I've ever seen yesterday. So he's feeling really good on this hero.
Do you feel like Navi have some really strong lane setups to enable this kind of early game push that we're requiring out of them?
Yeah. You know, no, it's all on no one, honestly. It's one of those situations, right? Like, the Avalanche will have to lead pretty heavily for a lot of these kills. His Blink Dagger time is going to be extremely crucial, as well as the first TP from V-Tune. That's, you're right, though. The control makes it a bit tough for Navi, no doubt. Oh, as well, look at this. Oh, my God, he's being run down. Oh, he's just dead.
Oh, no. Oh, Collapse first blood. Easy like that. Go on, Mirror, give him a high five. There we go. The synergy between the duo being able to start us off in our last game of the night for the top 3 tiebreakers. Collapse off to a flying start.
Yado's got the ice armor here from handy old Miposhka, who's back stacking and getting the bounty rune right now, while his carry can solo lane versus these two. That seems like a bad sign for Navi.
I feel like there's too many lanes where this ice armor just honestly just wins it by itself.
Yeah, it is incredibly strong. You are not wrong. I mean, they even went through the effort of blocking the camp, but he's gonna get in there, right? In fact, they blocked 2 camps. They have the sentry on one of the other camps inside his jungle there too. So he still manages to get it. Unfortunate odds for Navi here.
We'll see. No one mid lane though. Off to a pretty good start versus Zeus. Tiny should be able to find his farms. Got a decent right click advantage, especially with the tree. Getting going for the Mr. Rockman. We'll see how he's able to secure some of the runes as well. Of course, going to be very important. The water runes to keep him afloat in the lane, but really the one we're looking for is that first power rune. Maybe if we get an active rune, can help out with some of the rotations. And better if you can take a rune away from Toronto Tokyo. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Sweden Strong steps into top. No one also brings Toronto Tokyo down exceptionally low, but maybe no one's gone a bit too far. But Poshka and Mira are going to look to enter the lane, but Sweden Strong forced to TP just to protect his position too.
Oh man, Mira, it was close to being a really good dispose and get at least 2 or 3 tower shots in there, but couldn't go again. That was still a 0 armor Tiny, by the way, so that would have been pretty painful. But didn't have the mango pop first, and downside as well, Mira TP'd of course, but it was not a TP from the fountain, so he was not able to refill that bottle of Toronto Tokyo that is still sitting there empty. As Mira's reward will be being chased by Solo's Dawnbreaker back to lane.
When are you expecting Mira to consider leaving Collapse alone against Vatoon?
He can definitely just rotate anytime he wants right now. He'll probably play down here for another like 30 seconds or so, and then start heading towards the, as you were talking before, the power runes, right? That should be the next point of concern for Mira. You want to get kills with the Timber when he's level 6, but that's unlikely to happen before the power rune. The question is, can they even contest the power runes? Because there's the potential the Dawnbreaker moves over there, and there's a Tiny who's already level 6. Pretty scary. A lot of damage, and Mira's making his way, but yeah, I hope he gets a good ward down first.
See, no one else from Navi looking to move on over. So, no TP as well from Sweden Strong, so it's just going to be no one to try and secure this all-important power, and they are considering about chasing Miposhka top, but there's not much the Iron Bounty can do to pressure the Doom. And again, this is just completely free space given over to Yatoro.
Ooh, Amira's courier gets found. Now he's sandwiched in between.
Oh, the good old sandwich. Oh, nice timing with the toss. Quick leap away. And look at this, Sweet and Strong. He's going to connect as well. Toronto Tokyo's in a bit of trouble. Beautiful play coming out from Navi. They bring the numbers. Io stepping in to help the Tiny be able to close the distance. And pretty good big kill on to Toronto Tokyo.
Very unfortunate. That's pretty painful. Bad start for old Toronto Tokyo here. Not enjoying his time. Difficult to aid really for Mira, especially when Solo's like getting your courier and stealing your bounty runes. He's a Dawnbreaker, you know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at this hero. He has ice armor. Ah!
Oh, Mira.
Too bad he has TP. Nice save though.
There's no one.
How's our Naga Siren doing here?
Got some heroes
Pretty rich.
invading. I'll be able to get a kill as well. A bit difficult as opposed to him and Naga. This hero is gonna struggle try and chase down no one in Sweet and Strong. They do have a lot of heroes converging on the area by the top outpost.
Is this what we're doing here? I mean, we got the tracks coming out. Let's go.
Let's have a battle. Even the Fury considering about entering. Toro's in some trouble. Gonna try and cut through. Can they get the track? There we go. There's the gold. Hey, Mira, that's a cliff, my good sir. More track gold. Navi. They bring 4 heroes.
Go.
And it pays off in more than enough gold for the lads on Radiant.
That's exactly what Navi needed, right? This is the speed that we're talking about. This is the outnumbering that you need. That part, you know, you don't really want that to happen, unfortunately. But that's all right. Dawn can die. That's okay. She's just trying to get level 6. But getting in there, right? We know how much effort Maposhka has already put into stacking up all those camps. For them to come in now, contest that. Not great. And now this Doom, he's a liability. Being tracked up, he's going to die and give that gold. Meanwhile, the fight at the bottom rune. Invis for Toronto Tokyo might save him. Doesn't even need it. Oh, pops anyway.
The balls. Okay.
It's a good thing he did pop that because there was a observer back there too. So if he tried to get really greedy and save it, that ward probably would have got him killed.
Are they going to make the wrap on no one? He's considering cutting through. I think that was a ward placed on Dire, so they did scout out the Tiny's position. No one is still going to go for this. But Toronto Tokyo makes it to the high ground.
He has no fear. He's playing like there is a Solar Guardian right now.
Yatoro. Oh, there's a lot of mana on no one. Just wasted on an illusion. But meanwhile, you got the two trading towers. Top tower should end up going down. Bottom. It's going to take a bit of time on collapse. He's not working with many creeps here.
It's also the fact that he drove Toronto Tokyo all the way back to base. So again, this is the kind of stuff that you need to be doing. Like playing this aggressive as Navi. And that ward, again, very key. Like the way they need to play this game is built off of vision. Be it track vision or just the vision from these wards in behind towers like this. Because they want to play fast and loose.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Heavily jumps a cool ability, isn't it?
It's, you know, it's fair and balanced, like the game of Dota 2.
Looking for the D ward. It's going to come at a cost at his own life. Clap's feeling the importance to rotate in. Might be able to get a free kill onto Sweet and Strong with the tether on cooldown and yoink. Toronto Tokyo, he'll take that one. Struggling on the Zeus, so will love any injection of gold he can get.
All right, we'll find that observer ward there as well. So a little bit of a punch back there. As they also find Yaro, of course, level 7. Not often you're going to have the song at this point. So potential to hunt him down and kill him. But he's going to get out of there. Won't be filet mignon quite yet. And
Collapse?
kind of yeah, it's a bit neat.
It's a no one. Look at the combo. I don't know if you deal with a Timber. Collapse is by far the strongest hero in this game. There's no way you're going to be able to answer. Collapse is just charging forward. A double kill for the Timber. He's on his own, though. Maybe now you could get the kill. A Timber chain to the left. They'll trap him with a Sprout. Collapse is making a work for it, but Lice will get the bounty. 338 gold plus the track. So the bounty on him relatively rich to start this game off.
It's getting a little bit worrisome there, huh? With how much he was surviving through that and tanking, but able to bring down eventually. And I'd rather have a Timber flexing their strength and making plays like that than just sitting on lane and farming. As long as he doesn't now just go right back to feeding, you know. I'm okay with a couple dives. Like, you're killing no one. He is the key to success. for Navi's dropped right now. So I think that if you're dying as Timber to kill him, that should be fine as long as Yadro is farming.
I see no one is kind of struggling in regards to the net worth. Like, it's not going to be a crazy blink timing. I wonder if they're going to consider like the IO playing with the Tiny, maybe just to farm for the next couple of minutes, but no one. He wants to find some kills, although again, Collapse, you run into the Timber, you instantly have to run the opposite direction. You're not killing off this man without 5 heroes. Maposhka top, Lysa's going to go for the dive, and well, this bounty hunter continuing to get the gold. Second in net worth is the position 3.
He needs that eggs. That's the big deal, right? Increase your cast range, get the Janata pumping out, gets the big damage helping.
Dire's top tower is
Perhaps
under
even
attack.
buy some support items for the team, or he'll stack into damage. You kind of have 2 paths you can go for. Sentry in behind the tower spots out Lysa's movement here. And looks like they pinged it out. Seems like Sweet and Strong's like, yeah, I had a ward there, I got dewarded. You know, be careful.
All important tower. Navi, they need to find this tier 1 to really open up the map. You're mentioning that this is a lineup that's looking to play fast, and a tower is preventing them from doing so. Mira and Yator, they are on the opposite side of the map. But a beautiful thing about the Naga, just a song into the TP out.
Yeah, nicely done. The way they played that too, where Yadro's farming the camps, and you just have Mira standing on the ramps, knowing that... Oh, that rhymed. Knowing that they can just go for the song and escape.
See what the call's going to be. Spirit, they're going to smoke themselves. Believe they were just out of vision of the ward. Poshka has the Doom to work with, but no one is home up top.
Lysa's invis just ends directly next to Yadro. Just has no cares. He's just standing next to him. No net still, thankfully for him, but there is a dispose.
And a relocate as well, along with the Solar Guardian. Look at the global potential that Navi are playing with. They're going to try and bring down Collapse. They're doing a lot of damage to the Timber at the moment. A chain to the left. Even the Furion's going to connect. And all right, 5 heroes. That's what it takes. Collapse drops.
Numbers. Just numbers. It's all they need. They can all be there in an instant.
Oh, God. No, this is important. Kill into the tower. The Timber, you need this hero to kind of be the person sitting in front of the Zeus to protect this objective.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's kind of cool how they have a surprising amount of mixed damage as well. So, like, if you go to just cover for one thing as the Timber, for example, like, there's decent physical damage from the Bounty, the Dawnbreaker, and the Tiny, alongside the magic damage that they also output. So it's surprisingly annoying to itemize versus this team.
Lane? What's going on here? Threatening about TPing in is Vitoon. Now that they see Collapse, it's probably going to be a different story. Just chilling out. I mean, Yatoro is finding his farm. You do have the Nature's Prophet on top of the net worth, but the Naga Siren, third at the moment. Yasha completed. We'll be working on the Manta style next.
And there it is, the Blink Tiger. Perhaps a bit later than he'd hoped for on no one, but there nonetheless. And that's just going to further enable the power of the track from our Bounty Hunter here.
How close to Ags is he? It's got 2 components.
Yeah.
It's a little bit away as Lice. Fruition of the moment, Navi.
Yeah,
What's kind of the next play you're expecting Navi to pull out of the playbook here?
Farm the eggs on Lice. I mean, they can do it like aggressively if they want to, but I think he just kind of wants to sit in the lane. They're trying to smoke to him now as he's getting gone on.
Solo's able to rejoin. Who's Maposhka going to try and target down with the Doom? Well, he might not have an opportunity. There's no one in with the combo. A lot of damage from the Tiny, revealing the Blink and Collapse. Well, he's going to be in trouble as well. Cancels the TP because of the threat of the Shuriken, and that's a 3rd death in a row to Collapse. This Timbersaw, which was looking like a relatively free game, is starting to get to the stage where Navi are proving they can kill him with the numbers.
It really is. It's that simple. You know, they're taking out the Abacus. They're just sliding little beads across there, adding them up and knocking them down. Now a BKB for V2, and the way he's playing this game too, right? These TPs, like, he's just a turret. He's nothing but a tower. Now, he's a tower on the hunt for Yadro. Gonna find, hey, my camps are gone. Wait, What's going on here? He's already out of there. She's a slippery one, that fish.
Never fun to play into a Naga. All these illusions, your lanes are just in a horrible position. What's going on? I can't do anything on the map. Mira. Should be another death here. No one. They have the ward on the high ground to play with. Gets the double damage rune as well for the Tiny, so they should continue to be able to play aggressive. Is this the Ags completed on Lice? I believe it is.
I think it is,
yes. Yeah. All right.
Go for the Aether after, you know. This ward that they have up top, by the way, scouting a lot of the courier movement for the Naga, so they have a general idea where she is based off of that, and not able to get there quite in time, though. Made her way out already.
For Maposhka, you were mentioning that he had a really good Doom performance yesterday, and you're feeling comfortable with being able to pull it out in another game here, but what are we expecting out of him in regards to his ultimates? Who is that kind of prime target that he needs to be
I
to
do
bring down?
need to correct myself. Sorry, it was 2 days ago.
2 days
You know,
ago.
I thought that the second I said it, so I don't know how good his pubs were yesterday on Doom. But let it be known. But yeah, no, he was fantastic. I mean, the key to that was that he was basically just like catching the most important hero at the start of every single fight. That was like, honestly, he just like solo carried the game. So we'll see if he can do it again.
They're gonna scout him out. They're in with the Doom though, but Sweet and Strong can just look for the relocate, and Bounty is out of harm's way. Good Doom usage, you're chilling. That's a big ultimate on Cook. Oh, hang on, this is a big kill into no one. They got the ward on the high gonna play with. Solar Guardian buying some time. Solo is in with a big ultimate. Vitoon's gonna follow up as well, but they get the kill onto the Tiny. Finally, Team Spirit able to take a team fight they've been waiting for. Can they continue on to find more numbers here? Lice rejoining the fight, targeting Yatoro down. He's in trouble on the Naga Siren until the War Storm holds back to Bounty on, and Naga would just be able to pivot away from the skirmish, but Lice unstoppable until Toronto. Tokyo gets the kill, but in the backline, Vitoon snipes the life of the Naga Siren. The fight continues on though as Collapse looking for the finishing blow onto Sweet and Strong, and he will find it, and a D ward for good measure. Oh, Spirit. Signs of life here.
Yeah, they have a lot of damage right now on the side of Navi. You can see, even though that fight starts with a Doom into like a TP out, and then of course no one like being pressured instantly, this magic damage stacks up really fast when you start getting these tracks out, and then you're throwing these shurikens, and then on top of that, you're gonna have the Nature's Prophet ulti benefiting from like, because like the stronger Lice gets, the better his tracks are gonna be, which means like the more heroes are gonna get hit guaranteed by the Wrath of Nature, and so it just like continues to stack. And the vision's also really good for no one with the tree grab too. You'll often see people trying to escape and they just get like bopped by a tree flying through. So it all just keeps like multiplying the stronger and stronger this bounty hunter gets.
Lane?
Mira able to escape.
Oh, no one's going to be in with a combo. A lot of damage onto Doom. Aposhka's in trouble, and Collapse now doesn't have a friend to play with. As Navi find 2 pickoffs in the mid lane, but what can they get more out of this?
They could go Roche. They also have Lies getting a lot of gold from these tracks. I wouldn't mind seeing the shard, but you know, it can be a bit weird because like the invisibility and everything, but you get the stun. So it's like, on the one hand, you only get the damage reduction when you have it invisible, right? But you can also stun people out of it, which is pretty hype.
All right. Important to be able to convert successful skirmishes into an objectives, and Navi able to do just that. No one playing with the Aegis now. Do you feel like it's realistic for Navi to be able to get multiple tier 2 towers off the back of this first Roche?
Yeah, 100%. It all just comes down to the pickoff. Like, it's the same thing as the rest of their game. It's, you know, it's easy to push towers for this team if heroes are dead. And so they have to contend with the lane push first off because they're versus the Naga Siren. That's always something that's going to be a bit of an issue. But if you can get to the towers and you have that ward in behind, they quickly blow up someone. Like again, like kind of similar to last game. What are the defensive items that save you if this Tiny, instead of a Puck with a Dagon, jump on top of you?
Mira. They can work for it at least. He gets a
career. All right.
All right. So, instant smoke as well. We'll see how Team Spirit are able to react to this. Navi looking to get back on the map. Their lanes aren't in the greatest position though. Top's kind of even. Nice Thunder God's Wrath.
Oh, might not matter though.
Yeah, hang on a second. No one playing with the haste. Collapse is decent way back towards his own territory here. They're going to be in with the Solar Guardian. Collapse is actually taking a lot of damage. Hang on. Navi again, bring down the Timber Saw. The Thunder Gods almost thought it was enough to help the Timber escape, but the haste from no one, perfect use out of the power rune.
Yeah, and then look where they go right after, you know? Like, directly into the dire triangle. They're, like, trying to find this Nagasar and Hunter down. Instead, Lice, now moving down bottom, has the eyes on Yadoro, so he can begin the chase. Now, of course, there is a song and there is a TP. So the question is, how do you deal with this?
Or not like this. What's the play? No one's in. Let's see if they got enough burst. He does have to revo. Okay,
the
Vitoon.
BKB.
That's the BKB. So what do you do if you're Spirit now? You go into this Aegis advantage. Navi have a gigantic lead. Is it just Naga needs to split the map and you just completely avoid the Aegis?
Oh, now listen. Navi are known for doing a certain thing in this exact situation nigh but 2 hours ago. All right? So they cannot get ahead of themselves, right? Because they very similar to their first match of the day when they were well ahead and they had a significant lead and they were controlling the map. But the struggle to go high ground. Now, this game is definitely a lot better when it comes to going high ground for sure. But I would also say that there are some similar issues in terms of like controlling the waves. Like this bottom wave, for example, has been battering this tier 2 tower for like forever on Navi. I feel like it's just been a constant. So they still need to play this a little bit patient. Team Spirit definitely have a chance, especially when you see like the stronger illusions and everything from the Naga Siren. And I do think this Bounty Hunter falls off a cliff at a certain point.
Smoke on smoke. Nice reactions from Aposka. Does he want to utilize the Doom onto no one? He's in trouble at the moment. Has the first lap to play, but the Solar Guardian still on cooldown for 5 seconds. So they're going to be relying on the relocate to get him out, but it's still on cooldown as well. But they can just stand their ground. Collapses in with the damage. Should be able to escape easily. The controls are lacking for the moment. There we go. Maposhka jumps, but where's the control? Vitoon should be able to escape to the left side. Meanwhile, the rest of Spirit, they're unable to follow up onto Maposhka. They're going to turn their attention instead back towards no one, but they're in shambles right now. Spirit just not playing as a combined unit. And now Navi with 5 numbers can sweep towards the backside of the tower. Vitoon TP's in. Yatoro just able to get out of the Sprout. A great use of the Manta and the Quelling Blade. But look at them go. Who cares about tier 2s? Who cares about tier 3s? Might as well add tier 4s to the tally. Toronto, Tokyo just gets the jump away. But Navi are playing fearless in this game.
Yeah, Team Spirit's seen opportunity. They can take down this Aegis, and it feels good. They grab it quick, but unfortunately, no song available to try and get an escape. I think they would have been happy to take that Aegis and back up, so they feel forced to commit to the fight. But then the relocate out on no one happens, and to me, as Team Spirit, I'm like, oh, we can fight. Like that wasn't even a short relocate. They're actually gone, but they didn't quite have the strength. Despite getting the Doom onto Vitoon, they couldn't follow any closer. And so like he kind of skirts his way out of there. They recollapse, sort of like the pincer formation coming back in from Navi, and it was a fish in a bucket there on Team Spirit.
And now the calls to go back, split up the map. You mentioned that bottom lane's continuing to be hammered into the T2 tower, and Yatoro recognizes that's really his role this game. Just play the side lanes. It's a rough game to be playing when you're down 15,000 gold, and especially into a bounty hunter as well. Lice is just going to continue to try and stalk out the Naga.
Yeah, getting close to his BKB, sort of peeking here, really, as the bounty. I'm not even sure what he's going to want after this. Again, you can go defensive, you can go aggressive. You do have a lot of choices on the hero, but a lot of times when you have a lot of choices on items on a hero, it means that like there's not really super broken choices, you know? It's nice to be versatile, but the hero is a bit of a mystery in that regard.
There's a level of versatility where it's nice, and then you kind of want some items that really stand out. Smopushka. Everyone's coming to social loving the captain of Spirit. The Toons had an exceptional game. Godlike, 9-1 and 11. Satanic almost completed. Lice is being a nuisance as well. Just Navi looking very, very clean.
I mean, he'll get his BKB. He'll probably get his Octarine after that. So I remember the last time that I saw this being used a lot was actually way back when IO had the Tether Aghanims. Everyone can remember that being a thing. And I want to say it was some NA roster that involved Z-Freak. I don't remember if it was still a complexity at that point, but they attempted some Tether Bounty Eggs, which was pretty common. Very interesting. So, yeah, very unique hero. I'm not sure if this game convinces me. This is like a classic,
Dire's middle
perfect situation for the hero, right? 'Cause
Tor?
oh, nice, nice. Net though.
Oh, that's a beautiful Manta dodge. He doesn't have it defensively now. Gonna try and play with the song, but Vincere can always use the BKB for a quiet, and there we go. BKB at the last second. Your is just gonna have to rely on his movement speed, but a Sprout again. Vincere has the leash as well. The 20 talent. There's Navi. As soon as they see the Naga Siren, any hope of being able to bring him down, they make sure they bring the numbers.
Just gives him the wave. See you later. Oh, well played from Toronto Tokyo. So, you know, he respects his carry play on that one.
Dire are scanning. Dire's
Vincere?
middle
All right,
tower
B-Tune.
is
All
under
right.
Dude, these guys nuts. Look at everyone else just sweeping behind a T2 tower.
Dire's
Another haste on
bottom
no one to
tower
play
is
with.
under attack.
This guy's got a goddamn scepter as well.
Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower
until there's a scepter on Toronto Tokyo, I'm not really worried. Like, that's what else is coming out that concerns you? Even Collapse is thinking about scepter because they just need some damage.
The seeds of fortune.
Are they even gonna have the? I mean, Solo's gone Holy Locket Scepter, an exceptional Dawnbreaker build as a support. I'm a big fan of it. When I first saw it a while ago, Q on Motivate Trust at that time was really enjoying this build. I saw a lot of success out of it like a year ago, and continuing to be a pretty strong build as a support. Top lane, we do have some action breaking up. Yatoro's gonna force some rotations. And instantly, all of Navi show up. Collapse is feeling like he can jump into the middle of the fight, but the instant toss away, it's going to reposition. No one's going to try and turn to pump up the damage. Collapse has been able to tank through this the moment, but the control, that's the thing in question as Navi again just reset.
Certainly feels like a game of minimal stuns. Like, oh, hey, Solo, he's going to walk into Yatoro. Yatoro is a stun.
Yatoro again trying to play with the Manta. The rest of Spirit are coming over. You'll get any kill you can at this stage, and, well, they won't even find Solo. Man just sneaks on out. A slippery fish, and now the rest of Navi, they've shown up to the party. The song might just be at the right time. Akita, they have the TPs. Oh no, Toronto Tokyo doesn't have a TP. Mirror's TP's on cooldown as well. They might be able to have an angle out to the left. Collapse is trying to free up the escape avenue, but no one already in pursuit, recognizing his role to try and chase down Toronto Tokyo. There is nowhere you can hide, my good sir, as Navi find multiple heroes in that skirmish.
Toronto is like looking around at his allies like, oh. You guys don't have TPs, huh? Ah, well, sorry about that. Bit unfortunate, but yeah, you know, Carry must survive. Go on.
I'm feeling for Spirit right now. They must be... The mental from these lads, they suck in that previous game for a long time. And now you got a 21,000 deficit. When again, we mentioned like Naga late game, sure, but it gets to a stage where you might consider just beating yourselves against the wall consistently, and it's seeming like that's how this game is looking.
Oh, well, Yatoro, he's spotted here.
Oh boy.
Nice pipe here.
That global's kind of cool, isn't it? You got 4 heroes instantly, and Yatoro's gone.
This is actually the... It's just so crazy it might work draft. That's exactly what this is.
Radiant are
Yeah,
scanning.
wasn't the panel saying that they liked Spirit's draft so much that it was going to backfire, or was it the other way around?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what she said. She was on. It was so... This game was so free that somehow they'll lose. I believe were the exact words. So there you go.
Fires? Alright. Might be able to get the bounty, but into the BKB, and he's been able to offset that opportunity that Spirit, a slither of a window they had. You know, even I was showing up. And Lysa's like, alright, you guys poke and prod, I just steal all your gold.
Well, the creeps are coming. Be warned, tower. And of course, no one did take the shard. And so they has a little easier time just like punching these towers.
Dire's
The backup of his
top tower
IO.
is falling.
IO Tiny sort of reappearing. after about a decade, feels like.
What the?
What the? What was that?
What? Oh my god, tonight has been wild. What did I just see?
What was that? Was that?
I got no idea, dude. Junior Toro. Oh, just making away with a song. They might still go. I don't think they care about diving past the T2 tower. They got Spirit of jumping. They got the ward on the high gun. They're gonna run into the two. No one. What a combo! In a choke point like that, no one just rips apart multiple heroes. Not a position Toronto Tokyo wants to be in. And our collapse. Tail in between his legs. Oh, dude, what? Okay, so it's the Lotus Orb Shuriken toss.
Yeah, and it uses the Timber's cosmetic as it spins back.
Dude, what?
Yeah, I got nothing. It looks sweet, though. Oh, because it uses the back slot of the Bounty Hunter. It uses the back slot of the cosmetic loaded of the Bounty Hunter, right? To make what the Shuriken looks like based off your cosmetics. So it's doing that with the back slot of the Timber? Is that possible?
Sure, that's a better theory than one I would ever be able to come up with.
Incredible.
What a beautiful game Dota is.
I tell you.
Never better. Beta game, nothing in doubt. Maposhka, one last attempt is ripped apart. A Doom that provides them nothing. And they're just onto the objectives. They're going to make sure this game doesn't get stalled out any longer than it is required. Thrones exposed and soon to be Navi finishing in that second place. What a game performance from them. They were able to come back from their previous loss versus Outsiders. They had the lead. They just weren't able to capitalize and close out that game. They're making them work for it. But in the end, it's just celebration. As there we go. The G's are dropped. Navi, they're going to be finishing off out 2-3 in second place.
Look at them. Look at them. Look at them all laughing and giggling. Oh, they like that game. They like that quite a bit. Yeah, very impressive. What I love most about this strategy, too, is that it takes something that they've already established and it builds off of it. Because they have this IO gyro. They've proven that they're willing to go IO gyro together. And so when they take the IO in the first phase, that's what they focus, right? Well, we're 3 bands. We have the gyro, the Slardar, and some other IO hero that I can't remember. And and then off of that, you get this like bounty hunter thing, this global presence where they're not really utilizing the whole idea of the IO +1 and the pure farming idea of like IO gyro. It's instead we're mega aggressive. We're going to hunt you. We're going to chase you down with a Lice bounty hunter. So extremely impressive stuff here. And TSpirit, you know, they had a pretty good season. They definitely show that they could bleed, right? Even when they had their 2-0s, they were close to losing a lot of those matches. And in the end, they will come third here. And truly just a great day for Eastern European Dota, showing the strength of these top 3 teams.
Without a doubt, it's a region that is continuing to grow ever since Spirit was able to win the TI. We just see the competitiveness, and I really feel like I know this is Division 1, but I really feel like Division 2 is one of the more the strongest out of all 6 regions as well. So for Eastern Europe, a lot is on the horizon for them. Hopefully for Spirit, though, I believe they are going to be playing in Gamers 8 coming up in about a week and a bit. Hopefully they can build some confidence off the back of that and not really think too much about these tiebreakers, but congratulations to the lads on Navi finishing in second place. A little bit of extra dollars, a little bit of extra DPC points, which is important for them. And TeamSpirit, they're going to finish in third. But we are done here for the top 3 tiebreakers. We're going to send to a break. And when we come back, we've got the lovely panel to break down our last game of the 2-3.
The very final game in this 3-way tie has been completed, and Navi take the win, putting them in second spot there. So they get a very nice, clean 300 DPC points, and that means TeamSpirit, even though they came first in 2-1, are now going to be third place here in 2-3 and only getting 200 DPC points. I say only, but it's still looking very good for them. But this game, let's break it down, because there were some interesting points, some draft picks that, you know, definitely took a few of us by surprise. Let's start with Spirit. Okay?
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay. Well, I think... What?
I'm hyping you. Hype.
Oh, hype. Oh, I thought you were cutting.
No, please. Go.
All right, so TeamSpirit here, we all thought they had the superior lineup, but what they did not have in every single team fight was the superior numbers. So Collapse seems like he was trying to do a lot by himself this game by running in, trying to make space. Amazing Timber game. Naga was doing Naga things, just AFK farming, but Navi brought 5 heroes to every fight, killed Collapse like 3 times in a row. After that happened, I kind of felt like his snowball was gone. And then there was just so many items on, because, you know, you're in Bounty Hunter track gold too, right? Naga couldn't enter the fights anymore. I feel like TeamSpirit just played a little too slow against a lineup that wanted to play really fast, and they just got outnumbered in most all these fights.
For you, Sheep, were there any standout points on either team, even though Spirit ended up losing?
Standout points? I mean, the whole game from Navi was pretty standout to me. You know, something that the Navi did really good was, you know, they outnumbered the enemy. They just brought more heroes.
You can't say the same point that Theo says. Or did he steal your point? He stole your point, right?
Off
He definitely
camera,
stole
she
it.
was
He just
talking
keeps-
all about it, and I stole it.
You just keep
what I do.
taking my points. There's nothing I can do about it.
We already went over. I have no originality. I have to thank you both for giving me all my inspiration ideas.
It's alright, we'll do our thank yous in a little bit. Don't
All
worry.
good for you, all good for you. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they did a poor job of, like, on Spirit side of targeting Io in a bunch of fights. There was, like, a fight in the bottom jungle where Bounty was, like, he got pretty low, and Io was just able to keep him up in health, and just he lived so much longer. I think he even survived that fight when he shouldn't have. Like, they're unable to close out these kills because they're not prioritizing correctly. And I don't know, that I feel like that could be a problem of their draft. Like, Doom, Naga, Zeus kind of struggle to jump. Only Mossy and Timber can really, like, go in.
While Bounty Hunter is here, sorry, I just want to talk about him, right? Because again, he's a hero we don't see often in DPC.
For sure.
Yeah.
I was super excited to see it. Obviously, like, we literally talked about this hero on our DPC segment. Like, this hero is unseen. I have a friend that spams the shit out of it, and it's really cool. You go this Axe build, and you're doing so much damage, and, like, he did it this game, which was super exciting. So, you would see in these fights the amount of damage that Bounty was outputting. Like, he literally did 27,000, and it's, like, so disruptive. Because Naga's, like, pretty high armor hero, doesn't like this physical damage, and she's just constantly getting, like, pelted by shurikens, and, like, she's struggling to stay in the fight. He was doing a good job scouting, finding heroes. Found quite a few times, like, Naga farming in the jungle, and they would just kind of connect with Tiny and kill like that. So he did, like, bang-up job on Bounty.
I mean, yeah, and she covered mainly what Bounty Hunter does as a hero, and just didn't. It's snowballed from just getting all the kills. We thought the Naga would counter it, but I'm just so surprised that, like, this did not look like a TeamSpirit that is in good form right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, they were not on top of the ball. I think they're very inactive. I keep telling them that I want to see this, like, aggressive style. I want to see them do something as a team, and it's just like they're not finding that rhythm right now.
Yeah. Does it worry you a little bit? Like, these all. What? I'll start again. All 3 of these teams, Navi, Outsiders, and TeamSpirit, are going to be going to the major. Okay, so this is just mainly for seeding and obviously for the DPC points. Does it worry you seeing Spirit not really have that synergy or live up to expectations today?
Does it worry from if, like, their chances of doing well?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Just even
obviously
going
they
forward.
don't really look super impressive right now. They just lost to the 2 other teams just in their region, right? And it's going to be international teams, best team from every region. They're getting 3rd in your region. You got to be a little worried, for sure.
Yeah, they underperformed at the last major as well. It's kind of, I don't know. Midway through this tour, I actually thought they were kind of, like, peaking again in terms of skill. So this is obviously disappointing results to see in the tiebreakers. Hopefully they can fix up the problems. They have time, like, 2 weeks now to look at things before the major.
Yeah, last time when they did lose that series against Outsiders, we had an interview when they then later won a series, and they seem to take a lot from their losses. So maybe it's actually a good sign for Spirit. Maybe they're going to be able to take a lot from this, practice and improve, and they might actually do better at the major because of the losses. You know, you never know.
I hope so.
I never
I
know.
sure hope so.
I sure hope so too. But that is the tiebreakers for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, all done and dusted. Let's have a look at these Division 1 standings, because there is still a tiebreaker at the bottom of this ladder. We know Outside is first place, Navi second, Spirit in third, Betboom fourth, just missing out on the major, one move, and then this three-way tie. Mind Games, Paripani, Rune Eaters. Two of these teams are going to be relegated, so you do not want to be in this position. Only one of those three teams is going to be staying in Division 1. It is going to be happening, these tiebreakers, just after we sign off here in the studio. It is going to be done by a remote set of casters. Shout out to those guys.
Hell yeah.
But last day.
It is.
Our tiebreakers, our stint here, 2 or 3 DPC, all done and dusted. Any final words you guys would like to share with our lovely viewers?
Oh,
Come here, Fear. I love you. Nah, please come in.
Oh, I thought we were going to do this
Okay.
right at the end.
This
Thank
is
you.
the end.
Oh, well, I was actually going to sign. I would say thank you guys
okay.
so much for putting up with our absolute unhinged content.
Yeah, I'm
at
so sorry
times.
for everything today. Please
This is the
forgive
I'm
last
sorry
day,
for the
just,
last
you
6
know.
weeks. That's all I'll say.
I'm
But
sorry for nothing.
That's so true.
And that's
You're
why he
a
sat there
beacon of
stoically,
sanity.
yeah.
Fear is a beacon of sanity, emotion-driven, hard-working
Words.
sanity.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hype you up.
Yeah, he sure looked on as we did some weird shit.
But like I said, it is us 2 or 3 all done and dusted for SEA. Eastern Europe is still going to have that bottom 3 tiebreaker. But thank you guys so much for joining in. Stick around as there is still some more action to go on.
Do we not get like?
Oh.
Do we not get like a speech each?
Yeah, that's what I literally
Okay.
did. I
I
know.
wanted to start with a hug and then lead into it, but you
Okay.
just kind of took it away.
Speech.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. Obviously, it's been a pleasure casting Europe East and C. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Fear, your speech turn now.
I mean, yeah, I just want to say thank you to my amazing panel, as
Oh
well
my
as production and the teams participating, and of course you Twitch chat for watching.
Oh my
Thank you very
gosh.
much, and I had fun.
Couldn't happen without Beyond the Summit, without our special Twitch viewers, you guys supporting us. That's what makes it so amazing. We'll see you guys around
Yeah.
another time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Possibly. Bye.